Delegating. What is delegating? Delegating usually involves the assignment of a specific task or activity by one person to another. In this case, the project leader delegates the assignment to a team member and she or he agrees on the commitment to complete it. Delegating not only includes the transfer of responsibility, but also the transfer of accountability for maintaining the quality standards of the task. Delegating is an important skill of project leaders. By effectively delegating work in your project team, you will spend more time planning, monitoring, organizing, coaching, and leading your project team. Effective delegation has many benefits, especially for the busy project leader. For one, you focus on leading the team and the areas that require your particular skills and authority. Delegating also improves the level of trust between you and your team. To get trust, you must first give trust, and delegating is one way to do it. It sends the message that you trust the team and you are confident in their skills and abilities. Effective delegation, especially tasks that are interesting, increase the motivation and morale of the team as they are assigned with a level of responsibility and accountability they know they can deliver. Some managers are poor at delegating since they fear losing control of the project. Another fear is that project managers feel that they can do the job better. You might have the technical skills to do the work, but that is not why you were chosen to be the project leader. That happens when you see a team member struggling to do a task that you know you could easily do in half the time. Delegating is also about building the skills of your team and preparing them for more responsibilities. You might have the skills to do that work, but remember that project management depends on delegation simply because one person on one or two tasks is more effective than juggling multiple tasks. After all, your job is to lead the team, not to do their work. Delegating goes beyond the assignment of project activities to the project team. It also includes opportunities to delegate important project management work that you know your team has the skills to do it. It's also a process of building the skills and capacity of your team members, especially in project management areas. For example, you can delegate the following areas: communication to some key stakeholders where the team has already built some relationships, delegating some of the monitoring elements of the project and give the opportunity to learn the control process of managing a project. This is also a good opportunity to build the future project managers in your organization. Here are the steps for effective delegation of work in your project. Make sure you take the time to go through all this and avoid skipping an important step. These steps are: decide what to delegate, identify skills and interests, match the right people with the task, assign responsibilities, monitor and support, and finally, it's time to recognize achievements. The first step is to decide what to delegate. Before starting to delegate, make sure that your team understands the approach you will take to assign responsibilities in the project. Maintain open communications and clearly define goals, expected outcomes, and measures of success. Identify the project work using the work breakdown structure or WBS. Identify the level of skills and experience needed for each deliverable. Identify the skills and interests. In this step, you list the skills in your team along with the areas they have expressed they have an interest to grow professionally. For example, they might have expressed interest to increase their skills in a specific technical area or have an interest to become a project manager in the future. With this information, you can now match the right person to the task. In case there are gaps in skills, for example, some tasks require good negotiation skills, this can be a good opportunity for training your team on that specific skill. Match the right people with the task. With information on the project task and the inventory of skills of your team, it's now time to match the right people with the right task. Look at who has expressed a special interest in a task. Be careful of not assigning too much work to only one person. This is called over-allocating your resources, with more work than they have the time available to complete it. Additionally, identifying the level of support the person might need to accomplish the task, either from you or from other team members. Assigning responsibilities. This is a face-to-face meeting with each one of your team members. In the meeting, you describe the task you have proposed. the purpose of the task and the responsibilities for this work. Define the resources and support that will be available and get input from the team member. Define deadlines for completing and provide all information required to complete this work and clarify expectations. It's important that there is a mutual agreement on the task, responsibilities, and levels of authority that have been delegated. Finally, agree on the process to report on progress and provide timely feedback. Monitor and support. To ensure your team does not fail, you need to provide an adequate level of control by monitoring the progress they made in their assignment. It's also important to provide timely feedback on the progress made and discuss any problems the team members might have with his or her assignment. It's important that you make the time for these reviews and not be surprised when the task becomes late or the problem has grown. If this is the case, there might be a need for additional support either from you or from other team members. Remember to focus on results and not on methods or approach. Finally, make the time to recognize achievements when a milestone is achieved or a significant task has been completed as planned. It's an opportunity to provide positive reinforcement and praise when the task has been completed as planned. This is the time to start thinking about the next task to be delegated and start the process again. As project leader, you have significant influence over your team members. Your actions, words, and attitude affect the outcome of the project. You have to be clear in your expectations when delegating tasks and support them to help them get the job done. Respect them and give team members the room they need to make decisions and complete tasks without you. Delegating tasks is an exercise of trust, and you will feel rewarded with a successful outcome and a happy team once you master it.